With the Apple event just a couple of days away, there's loads of talk about what we might and what we might not see. And a lot of that talk is actually about whether we're going to see the iPhone 12s or not. And we don't know whether we're going to see them or not at this Apple event. But the one thing that we do know, we're almost guaranteed to see, is that Apple Watch Series 6. And we don't know exactly what we're going to see with this new Apple Watch. Could there be a new design? Unlikely, but I think the big thing this year for Apple Watch is going to be in software. And we've seen what Watch OS7 is going to have because it's been out for a couple of months now with that beta. And the announcement of Watch OS7 proper at this Apple event on the 15th of September is pretty much guaranteed. And I do think that the software is going to be the major player for the Apple Watch this year at that event. And like I said, we've seen a lot of this because of that watch beta already, but let's go through what we are expecting to see at that Apple event on the 15th of September for the Apple Watch. One of the first upgrades for the software this year is going to be the new watch faces. So Apple are going to introduce, I think, 4 new watch faces, but also it's the ability this time to share watch faces and install them from things like messages and email and even on other websites as well. The one disappointing thing though is there's no third-party watch faces just yet. I don't know if we'll ever get to see that, but Apple adding some more watch faces and not removing other ones that we have already is something that is actually really nice. Complications is something that you're going to be able to have even more of on some of these new Apple watch faces. That's even more information from your wrist without having to go into any of the settings or any other of the apps. The big major app that Apple is introducing for the new Apple Watch is going to be having that sleep tracker finally. And there's been lots of third-party sleep tracker apps over the past couple of years, but none that would be integrated into iOS as much as the new Apple Watch one will be. The one good thing though about having this integrated Apple sleep tracking app is that A, we know it's free, so there's not going to be any subscriptions like most of them are already. And then also this one, what it'll do is at the end of the week, it will give you a bit of a rundown of how you've slept that week. And the way this sleep app will work is by using the accelerometer that's in the Apple Watch already. And this will just start to detect movements during your sleep, so it'll know whether you woke up or got up or whatever. And then also it will use the microphone, I think, just to make sure that you are asleep, if that makes sense. More down the health route as well. You've probably seen this already. Lots of people have spoken about it, but there is that new app where Apple Watch will be telling you when and how long to wash your hands. So this, in the world of where we are at the moment, is really handy. So it'll give you a 20-second countdown, so you're washing your hands for the recommended amount of time. And the way this one works is that it again detects movement for almost like hand washing movement, and then it will also use the microphone to listen out for that running water and give you that countdown. The design of this app though doesn't look very good. It looks a little bit cartoony, which it's fine, but it's a little bit ugly. Siri has got a bit of an update now as well, so if you want to translate a word or a sentence, you can do that really easily just by asking Siri, and it'll also tell you how to pronounce certain words. So if you want to go and speak, I don't know, German, and you can't speak German, it will tell you exactly how to say those certain words and get those phrases right. Activity is also getting a bit of a change, and first of all, the big change that you'll notice straight away is it changing its name from Activity to Fitness, which does make a lot more sense really, considering once you're in it, it is all fitness based. And along with the name change of fitness, they're adding some more fitness options as well. So you have things for like weight training and core training. It gives you a cool down option as well for when you finish doing your fitness. And it also gives you another option, which is dance. And there's a couple more in there as well. So a bit of an update to that Activity app, which is now called Fitness, which we'll definitely see a bit more of come Tuesday. One of my favorite updates though this year is something that is really minor and really small, but it's to do with the battery. And now Apple Watch will send you a notification when your battery is around about 30%, so you know when to charge it. This will come in really handy, especially if a lot of people are going to start using that sleep track app now, so you're going to be wearing your watch a lot more overnight. So if your watch is on about 31%, you want to know to charge it before you go to bed or just in the morning when you wake up. So that's what you'll start to get now, is a little update and a little notification when your Apple Watch needs to charge, which I think it's been missing for quite a long time, so that one will be really nice. As well as the Apple Watch Series 6 though, there are rumours that are flying around that there could be a cheaper version of the Apple Watch, so essentially an Apple Watch SE. This obviously isn't confirmed, and there hasn't been a lot of rumours about this until about an hour ago when John Prosser has tweeted this. This gives us a bit of a rundown of what actually could be coming with that Apple Watch SE. Although we're not 100% on what the name of this cheaper version of the Apple Watch is. It could be the SE, it could be the Series 6, which then bumps the Series 6 up to the Series 6 Pro, so we could get some Pro watches for the first time, but that's something we'll wait and see on Tuesday. You can see it's going to have two sizes, so 40mm and 42mm, both with GPS and cellular, and it's going to have that Apple Watch Series 4 design as well, so there isn't a massive difference between that Series 4 and potentially what is going to be the Series 6. A couple of things that it won't have though to try and make that price a little bit cheaper is so there'll be no ECG, so you can't do your heart rate, you can't check any of that on there, and there'll be also no always on display, and really having no always on display I don't think is a big thing. Cutting out that and the ECG, which is something again I've really never used, to try and get that price cheaper, I think is a really good thing. No idea on the price though of this Apple Watch SE. My guessing is it'll be around about £250, $250, maybe a little bit less, but that'll be interesting to see. I think that will probably be the biggest selling watch wearable that Apple have ever had, especially if it comes in at that price, because it's still going to get a couple of years of updates, where if you were to get the Series 4 now, it will only have maybe what, a year or two left of updates. But if you do buy the Apple Watch Series 6 / the SE, then you know you're going to be getting at least 3 years of updates for it. Like I said at the start of the video, no massive redesign, no massive change on the Apple Watch Series 6 this year. Not that we think there's going to be, but all of this stuff will be in software, so Watch OS7 will be the big star at this Apple event if there is no iPhone 12s, of course. The one thing that I do want from the Apple Watch Series 6 though is either a bigger battery so it can last a bit longer, or something where it can charge a little bit quicker. Because we're going to be wearing these watches more now with that sleep tracking app, I think quick charging or a bigger battery is almost a must. And just quickly, Watch OS7 is going to be compatible for the Apple Watch Series 3 and above. If you have an earlier Apple Watch, then it is not going to be available for you, but the Apple Watch SE might be available for you, so it might be something to look into. We expect Watch OS7 to go live within the same week as the event, and then pre-orders to happen as well from the same day, so maybe from the 15th of September, and then all those Apple Watches shipping out 7 or so days later. But nothing confirmed, but that's what we expect to see at this Apple event on the 15th of September. So let me know, what are you going to do? Are you going to get one of these watches, or are you upgrading to one of these watches? And if so, what watch have you got now? I'm curious / nosy. If you enjoyed the video, then a sub to the channel would be great. And until next time, see you later.